Physical Evolution. Welcome to your Monday makeover video. I want to talk about something that's been coming up in my life quite a lot lately, and also in the life of the members of my family, and that is setbacks, and how we generally use or view setbacks as a very negative thing. So case in point, us moving to the UK in 2020, we were supposed to be moving about between March to June, and by June we were going to be in the UK. We were going to use the next 3 months to kind of travel around a bit, get to know the countryside, get to know the culture, and then by September of 2020, the boys would be ready, we would be ready to get straight into a new school year, and everything was going to be amazing. It was so perfectly planned out that it actually just wasn't meant to be, because nothing in my life has ever been so perfectly planned. So I should have used that as a case in point, because that was just kind of out of the ordinary for me. Anyway, COVID came along. Needless to say, we've been waiting for over a year now, and we're still in South Africa. We still haven't even got our visas, and we still don't know when we're going. I know it's like any day now, it's really soon, but that has been a monumental setback for us. Another example of where this has reared its head in my life is in the plans my daughter has had to teach English in Thailand. So she did her, I think it's the TEFL or the TESOL course, I can't remember which one. She's done her training, she did it online in preparation to leave March last year. And her course date, her intake date for the school that she was going to go and teach English at just kept on getting pushed further and further and further back. So this year, the borders were open. We were so excited. That was the news we got at the beginning of the year. Finally, she was going to get going. It was going to be mid-February, towards the end of February. Now we find out that the schools have gone back to teaching online, and that's going to go on indefinitely. It has felt like such a huge setback for her, and she's devastated. The friend that she was going to go with has now decided to do something completely different. She doesn't really want to do it on her own anymore, so she's possibly not going to do it at all, or she's putting it on the back burner for now. My sister, she lives in the UK. She came over because she was working from home anyway. She came over for the December holidays to spend them in South Africa in the sunshine on the beach with us, with her family. And she was supposed to go back to work last night, and her flight was cancelled. It was postponed until I think the 3rd of February or something like that. I don't know if she's even going then. I don't think that she is. All of these setbacks, they seem like negative things, but they're not. They're actually the opportunities for the most amazing things to happen. So where my sister is concerned, the setback that has, kept her in South Africa, it's kept her with her family. It's kept her with my mom, and it's kept her in a space where she feels comfortable, where the sun is shining, where it's warm, where she can swim every day, where she can play with her cats, who she had to leave with my mom, where she can just feel free to enjoy the South Africanisms and the hardy-dars and braais on a Sunday and all of those wonderful things. How can that actually really be a setback? The fact that she can work online is amazing, so she's carrying on as normal. Where my daughter is concerned, it is a terrible setback for her, and I know that in her eyes it's very difficult to see it from another perspective. But from my perspective, it's opened up the opportunity for her to possibly come with us to the UK when we go, which she might not do, and that's okay. I'm not forcing her to do anything. I'm not making any decisions for her. But the fact of the matter is that it seems like that would be a better possibility for her right now. Rather than us leaving her behind in South Africa, she would join in on our grand adventure, which is actually really, really exciting. From our perspective, our setback, it's just forced us to stay in South Africa, which has been amazing. Obviously, we were able to have another holiday in the bush in December. We were able to go to the beach again. We were able to go to the Drakensberg and go hiking the Tugela Gorge again, which is something we absolutely love. We were able to share that magic with my mom and create the most incredible memories. We spent lockdown with Mike's sisters and with their families. They were in our bubble. We chose to stay within that bubble, and we had braais almost every single weekend, and really got to know each other so much better and on such a much deeper level than we ever have. I mean, obviously we know each other, we love each other, all of that sort of thing, but it's really allowed us to connect in a completely different way. You know, the pandemic has just made people view things so differently. The pandemic has made people appreciate the finer things in life. It's made people more aware of like where to spend their time, where to spend their energy, who's in their corner, who's not. And all of these things are just magical and divine. And it's the same with these proposed or supposed setbacks, you know? They don't necessarily have to be setbacks. They can be an opportunity for the most incredible change. They can be an opportunity for you to find a new direction. And that's the beauty of being a human. If you are completely open to all possibilities, if you're completely open to any kind of change around you, you can take that setback and you can turn it into opportunity. You can turn it into the most amazing thing that's ever happened to you. I think it's 100% about how you interpret it, about the language that you use as well. Instead of viewing it as a setback, just view it as a change in direction, you know? Again, last night, load shedding. We found out about the load shedding schedule that was going to happen this morning. I cancelled my yoga class, and as awful as it was the first yoga class I was going to be doing. It was actually, I felt quite sick when I woke up this morning. I had the most intense stomach cramps, and it's like all hormonally related, but like what a blessing that I didn't actually then have to get up and put on a smile and teach a yoga class. I didn't know that last night, you know, I didn't realize that that was the intention, you know, but everything can be viewed in a different light. Everything can be viewed as opportunity if we choose to. So I encourage you to look at the setbacks in your life right now and look at how, try and look at them from like every single angle and see where there's little offshoots to different directions, where there's little offshoots to different adventures or journeys or paths, and see if you can make the most of those opportunities and do something with it, do something divine, turn it into like a creative exploit and see where it takes you. That is it for today. That is my Monday makeover video, and I hope it resonated with you in some way. If it did, subscribe, comment, like, share, all that wonderful stuff, and we'll see you next week. Have a fantastic week. Bye. Mwah.